Hi, and welcome to an Even Weirder Oracle. We're trying something new today, so that's why you're seeing this. Um, I'm realizing that a bunch of my Magic the Gathering stuff is probably up in the background, so let me clean that up real fast. Hi, and welcome to an Even Weirder Oracle. We're trying something new today, which involves this. But let's see what the cards have in store for this weekly general reading. Instead of our three piles today, we're going to go with kind of an intuitive spread as I get my bearings with this new camera setup. So here you'll see that we have a few decks. Let's go ahead and kind of put them out of the way. And we'll get started. I feel like we should do this one first. Okay. So first up, we have Adrift in Shallow Water. Take a few breaths and reconnect to your inner peace. Notice the small things and appreciate them. So you might be in some kind of bigger transition right now. I swear that this could be almost exactly the reading I did with these cards last week. That's so funny. I've used this deck since then. It's been shuffled multiple times. So apparently someone needs this message. So next up we have disengage from outcomes. Let go so you can open yourself to the highest love that you deserve. Find ways to release worry or any unresolved lack of forgiveness you might be holding on to. So there's this liminal feeling to this, that you're stepping into something new. A door has closed. This is a timeless reading, but as I am recording it, yesterday was a full moon, so you've maybe closed something big out. A cycle has closed and a new one is beginning to open. So we then move on to help appears in various ways. You have a lot of support. And sometimes you maybe forget to look at the support that you have around you. These are the two additions. So those three were cards that we saw a couple of times in the readings last week. But now we have facing your fears. Look for ways to strengthen your connection to the universe and others. Stay peaceful and calm in the knowing of who you are. And it's telling you to connect with the universe, which is so funny because the next card is connect to source. Go within to discover what needs to be done. Create the shift required to attract what you want. So if you're looking for permission from someone to do this thing that you want to do, or if you're looking for some kind of guidance, this is it. You're going to find it inside of yourself. No one else is going to be able to give it to you. I got a new tea today. I ran to the grocery store and it says activating purpose on it, which I felt was just kind of perfect because part of why I'm putting my face on this reading is because I have kind of been being told that I'm supposed to. And as you've seen, if you follow my channel, I don't show my face because I don't really want to feel like there's ego involved, even though inevitably there always is. It's identities, blah, 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 right? So that's good. It's a Demonia Relaxation from Numi. Ooh, great, love it. Rose, it's got some lavender. This isn't an ASMR video or a tea reviewing channel, so let's get back to the reading, shall we? All right, let's see here. So whatever it is you're looking for is going to be here. It's not going to come from someone else's opinions or intellect or anything like that. Believe in yourself. I'm gonna have to get used to the two camera setup here because I want to talk to you. This is you, right? I'm looking at you. And also I want to make sure you can see the cards. This is about believing in yourself. This is, again, no one else, Divine Masculine. No one else is going to be able to tell you what to do or how to do it. And so, okay, so I just recently moved. And part of what made me move, I moved to a new state, new city, was that a little over a year ago, I got the opportunity to meet Kevin Smith on a Dogma tour. And I was looking for advice on how to handle a sitcom that I'd made to release as a web series. And I asked him, like, how do I know what to do? I don't have any experience with this. And he told me that your whole career, your whole life, you're going to be waiting for someone to magically show up and tell you exactly what you should do and how you should do it and all of those things. And that's not going to happen. So I needed to get comfortable figuring it out on my own. That doesn't mean that there isn't support, right? But it does mean that I need to believe in my own ability to solve my problems and find my path. And that's kind of the message that's happening here. This card, Divine Masculine, so it's got two kind of separate meanings or things with it. One is it can represent some kind of masculine energy coming in to help guide you. But the other thing is healing through personal responsibility. And that kind of tends to be the vibe that I'm feeling here, is like taking personal responsibility for the way that you show up, for giving yourself permission to do this thing that you want to do. Let's see if this deck has anything else to add. Also, again, I'm trying a new format here, so leave comments. Let me know if this is like, put it away, you know? Protect your energy. Yeah, sometimes when we're really concerned about how people are going to perceive what we're doing or what's going to happen, we can put so much energy into giving our power away in those situations. So make sure that you're not directing your energy toward something that's actually just kind of draining you. Okay, let's go with this one next. Conduit. You're here to be a bridge for people. And part of being able to do that, part of being able to show up and be that bridge, is being willing to show up and be the bridge, right? And people aren't always going to know that that's what they need, or and not to say that we know what people need, right? Everyone's an expert in their own experience, but you can be a conduit for the wisdom and knowledge that you've gained on your journey. And the only way that you can do that is by sharing it. God, I could just be like giving this whole speech to myself, I think. Is it a speech, a reading? I don't know. I love reading in this room. So to give you kind of a rundown, this is actually a booth where I do my personal readings every morning. And I have these really beautiful things and it reflects rainbows in, and I don't know if you can see that. But it's also on a really busy street. And so I'm hoping that in post, I can edit out all of the issues with the sound. Fingers crossed. I love that a really long horn sounded right after I said that. Perfect. Stillness. So again, we're protecting our energy. We're being still. That doesn't mean we do nothing. It means that we make sure to find time for sanctuary, to be still. Time to allow ourselves to connect to source, to connect to the universe, to listen to what's being said so that we can then share it. This is one of my absolute favorite decks. It is the Kim Krantz Alchemy deck, and it has been such a huge influence on me. I usually use my own deck as one of the decks that's part of this reading, but I have it set aside right now because I never made a book for it when I released it, and I've been working on getting funding to reprint it because I've been sold out of it for over a year now. And so I have all the cards sorted so that I can make the book, which I'm about a quarter of the way through. So usually that's part of it. So this felt like a good stand-in because a lot of alchemy is kind of part of my deck. There's someone on this path with you. There's someone close to you that understands what you're going through and wants to show up for you. So show up again. This is there's support there. There's someone who wants to be supporting you on this path, so let them do it. And maybe it is a divine masculine of some kind. I know that when I say divine masculine, this isn't gendered. Anyone can have masculine energy, anyone can have feminine energy. The whole the divine masculine, divine feminine thing has been overused to manipulate people, and that's not what I'm trying to do here. In alchemy, we have the divine masculine and the divine feminine as two parts of the same whole. And when we're able to align that energy within us and balance it, we then give birth to the divine sun child, which is our authentic self. So know that when I'm talking about this, sometimes in our journey, if we're working on balancing that energy within us, we might come across someone who has kind of mastered at least an aspect of the energy that we're working on so that we can learn from them. So that might be who this person is. We have reddening. This is getting into the body. This is a physical experience. It's connecting with the self on a physical level, which also then lets us connect with source. And we have Neptune. This is divinity calling, divinity. This is seeking. This is, you are supposed to be present in your body, connecting to source so that you can step into this new version of you. We talked about closing out that cycle before, and I absolutely believe that happened. And I think that there's something here about kind of slowing down and being still and connecting with it so that you can share it fruitfully. We have our final deck here. There's a small part of my intuition that's like, hey, this has stopped filming. And if that's the case, I should have listened to it. Things might not feel clear right now. Things might feel a little veiled. So right now, you might feel confused, and that's okay. Just decide to be confused. Clarity will come when it's supposed to. And I think it's going to come when you slow down and connect with something bigger than you, which is ultimately you on a larger scale, right? Illusion of separation and all that. Vision quest. I'll be real with you. Sometimes I feel like this means mushrooms. I don't think that's what it means here. What I do think it means potentially is taking time out of like your normal pace, your normal place, and spending kind of some time out in something. I don't know about you, but it is hot as hell here right now, and I do not want to sit outside in this. My thighs like each other too much to be outside in shorts, and I do not want it. So if you're feeling that way, I get it. Maybe that just means putting your phone away, turning electronics off, and really just taking time for stillness. And as someone who watches television 24/7, I also get not necessarily wanting to do that. But I do think it will be helpful to get your blessings, to get one of the readings of this card that I find really valuable is that the storm has passed, that you're in the aftermath where you can really process it, where you can really sit with it, and you can bless all of those difficult experiences you had in behind that door that just closed and let them go. By letting them go, you get to move forward into something truly, truly wonderful. You just have to choose to do it. Okay, so this is definitely a new vibe. This is a new style. Give me some feedback. Was it good? Did I ramble too much? I don't know. Let's talk about it. Leave me a comment. Let me know how this landed for you. Maybe it hit something, and maybe you have some ideas or a story. Whatever it is, let me know, and I'll see you next week. Bye.